This video is supposed to help you with remembering your integer rules before you take your quizzes, which is supposed to prepare you for your Edulastic quiz today. Remember that we really just need to show work over here for the subtraction problems, because any subtraction problems we're going to change to addition. So start with this problem, 8 times negative 2. If you see nothing between the parentheses, this means multiplication. And the multiplication rule and division rules say, unlike signs, you get a negative. This is not a situation where you say, oh, I have more positives than negatives, the answer is positive. That's your addition rule thinking. With multiplication, it doesn't matter which number is larger in terms of absolute value. If it's a positive times a negative or a negative times a positive, you will automatically get a negative answer. So this answer is negative 16. 3 minus 11. All right, this is a subtraction problem, so we need to go ahead and show our work. 3 minus 11. I'm going to write it one more time, so I have the original problem. And then I want you to notice that I left myself some room so that I can make 2 changes. You leave the first number alone. Never change the first number. Keep that a 3. The 2 changes occur here. I change the subtraction to addition, and then I record the opposite of 11, which would be negative 11. So this problem becomes 3 plus a negative 11. I was supposed to teach you that subtracting 11 is the same as adding a negative 11. Now that this problem has an addition sign in the middle, we apply our addition rules. 3 plus a negative 11. Well, those signs are different, so we would subtract. 11 minus 3 is 8, and we have more negatives than positives. With the addition rules, that's when you think about what you have more of. So the answer is negative 8. Negative 80 divided by negative 8. Well, multiplication division rules say, like signs, you get a positive. So these are like signs. A negative number divided by a negative number gives us a positive number. And a negative 80 divided by a negative 8 is a positive 10. Okay, now we're moving on to an addition rule problem, 7 plus a negative 6. Since there's already an addition sign in the middle, then we can go ahead and apply the addition rules. Signs are different, we subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1, and we have more positives than negatives. Remember, you ask what you have more of when you're using your addition rules. All right, negative 4 times 5. We do not ask what we have more of here. This is multiplication. Remember, if there's no sign in between the parentheses, it means multiplication. And a negative number times a positive number is a negative number. Remember, unlike signs give you a negative. So we get negative 20 for our answer. All right, it's already addition. If you see an addition sign in the middle, you don't have to change anything. We just apply our addition rules. In this case, signs are the same. We have a negative 7 and a negative 4. They're both negative numbers. So signs are the same, you add. Negative 7 plus a negative 4 is a negative 11. This one is subtraction, so I need to go back to recording the problem. So I'll start by recording negative 6 minus a negative 8. These parentheses are really unnecessary. It's supposed to make it seem more clear when you're subtracting to show that this is a negative 8 and this is subtraction. So if you want it there, put it in. If you don't need it, you don't have to write it again. And then it's very important that we do not change the first number. So keep that number the same. Then we make 2 changes. We change the subtraction to addition, and we record the opposite of negative 8, which would be positive 8. And this becomes negative 6 plus, people don't normally write a positive in front of the number. If it's positive, they would just write 8. So negative 6 plus 8. Now that it's addition, we can apply our addition rules. The signs are different. This is a positive 8, this is a negative 6. So those are different sign numbers. So we're going to subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2, and we have more positives than negatives. You ask yourself what you have more of when you're applying the addition rules. So we get a positive 2 for this answer. 15 divided by negative 5. This is division. Our division and multiplication rules say that if you have unlike signs, which is the case here, a positive 15 and a negative 5, you get a negative. So a positive divided by a negative gives you a negative every time. So we get negative 3. All right, negative 8 minus 4. I'm erasing this because we need some room. This is a subtraction problem. And for the subtraction problems, I want you to write out your work, how you change them to addition. I'll write it one more time so I can still see the original problem and my changes. Leave this number alone. That's so important. Leave that alone. And then we make our 2 changes. It always has to be 2 changes. Don't just make one change. A lot of people just make the first change. You have to also make the second change. So negative 8 minus 4 is the same as negative 8 plus a negative 4. So subtracting 4 is the same as adding a negative 4. Now that this is an addition problem, look at the 2 numbers. We have 2 negative numbers. So signs are the same, so we add. A negative 8 plus a negative 4 gives us negative 12. One more problem. This is already addition, and the signs are different. We have a negative 20 and a positive 11. Signs are different, so we subtract. 20 minus 11 is 9, and we have more negatives than positives. You only think about what you have more of when you're applying the addition rules. So we get a negative 9. I hope that helps you to get ready for your quizzes and ultimately for your Edulastic quiz today.